Hey, welcome back to the garage. And what we're doing today on the 690 is swapping out that headlight, that not so good headlight. The bike's amazing, but why KTM stuck a little incandescent headlamp bulb in there and didn't do an LED one? Who knows? Costing it, I guess. So even though I haven't got my bits yet, as you may have seen, I had a little crash the other day, and in haste I went and ordered new parts. But after looking at it, cleaning it up and giving it a little bit of a rub down, I probably don't need to replace them all, but I'm being a little bit OCD on this, so I'm going to swap them out. So as you can see, I've already said before, the handguard, that needs replacing. This panel has only got a few scratches down here, so potentially you could get away with that. The mud guard, and if you can see that, I've actually rubbed that down, folded it down a little bit. So I could get away with that. I'm not, I'm going to replace them out. Anyway, what we're here for is the headlight, and I have got this. So there's no manufacturer's name on this, but I got it off eBay from a company called Rabo Light, or Rabo Light, R-A-B-O Light. And they seem to do a multitude of different headlights on eBay. I paid 44 quid for this, and that was with a discount code that was on the eBay listing. So far it looks pretty good. If you remember, I'll put a link to it down here somewhere, here, wherever, to the one I bought for the 701 from a company I shall not name, because I shall not give them the pleasure of being named and advertising for them. But this one seems a hell of a lot better. It's got a metal backing, there's no adhesive marks sticking out the sides, it's actually screwed together. We have the 500 EXC that it fits onto, and the 690. Also, it comes with a little wiring diagram with, what did I do with it? Here it is, this little harness. So the wiring on this may not represent what's on the KTM, the 690 version. Maybe on the 500 EXCF, but not the 690. So all we can do is you can either swap those terminals around, which I did have a set of screwdrivers that could fit into there and pop those terminals out. So what tools we're going to need is a Torx 30 and a Phillips screwdriver. I'm not too sure if anything after that, but we'll start with them. I've also commented on the 690 UK Facebook page about this headlight, and a few of you have already got one and are very happy with it. So fingers crossed this works quite well. Less waffle from me, let's get on with it. Hopefully you can see in there quite well. So we've got a T30 down there and one there, and then we've got two around the other side as well. Now hopefully, similar to the Husqvarna, this should now just come off. And it does. So simple enough setup. Now as I said before, the colour coding in these are different from the one in the one I'm going to replace it with. So we just follow the guide, match these up with the new one. Well, here's me saying I couldn't find my little screwdrivers, but I did. It's like what screwdrivers? So to pop these terminals out, it's quite straightforward. Just slide them down on the inside, and it just pushes that tab in. So instead of using that little harness, we can just use the harness straight from here. So blue and green is brown and blue. So brown to the blue. Just need to prise those little prongs back out again. It just pushed in. Brown headlight goes to blue KTM. Headlight goes to the green KTM. Connect that up. This might look a bit bright. Yeah, it does look bright in the camera. And then main beam seems to be that bottom one. Seems all good. Now let's put it into the housing. So what holds the headlight into the shroud are these two 25s, Torx 25s, and this one here, which, have we got that on the screen? Yeah, which does the leveling. So that's showing the leveling in the middle. So I want to make sure the new one sort of goes in the middle. Is it going to go out for the front or for the back? I don't know if that's the right way of putting it in or out. but it worked. Try the same with the new one. Oh, much better. So unlike the original KTM one, which was self-tappers, this one looks like it's threaded. So we will use the new ones. So we're going to set that halfway as the original one. Let's get it back on. Let me just put that wiring in there. Just slot it in place and see what we got now. So we've got side lights, low beam is always on. I've got high beam. I would have thought high beam would be at the top. Oh well, it's working, it's good. Let's put it back together. And now we have one replacement LED headlight, which looks so much better. So standard DRLs this side, obviously that's your low beam, your high beam is down here. I thought it'd be the other way around. Maybe it is, maybe I've got it wide wrong. I don't think so. High beam, low beam, it's not a massive throw for high beam. Any of you guys that have this same headlight, if you've got a different array there, let me know. I'm sure I follow the instructions with the correct beams. So all is good. We'll have to take this off again anyway to replace the mudguard, but just that whole shroud looks so much better. As always, thank you for joining me. I just want to highlight, there's been a couple of posts that I've seen around on the socials that I put on about me doing the decals. A professional has commented this is the way not to apply them. I'm not saying it is the right way. The way I did it is the way I did it. I'm not a professional. Don't pretend to be a professional. I do what I do. You guys follow me to see an amateur who likes tinkering with his bikes, who likes doing stuff with his bikes. And if that can help you, then brilliant, so be it. But as I keep saying, I'm no mechanic. Don't take what I do as the proper way of doing things. I've got a few more things coming up that needs to be done, obviously replacing the parts where I crashed the 690, but also next mods forum is getting them remapped. So I need to look into that, get them booked in and get them remapped. So stay tuned. Thanks again, take care, ride safe.